Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. You ever go into a theater and you sit in the seat and the stage is empty and the only thing on the stage is a grand piano? You know something special is about to happen. There's something amazing about that particular musical instrument that we all recognize as this amazing invention that requires an amazing person to make that thing come alive.
Yes.
And once that amazing person sits down on that bench and makes that thing come alive, you know you are in the presence of something pretty special. And our next guest has been doing that his whole life. His name is Byron Janis. He's on the phone. It says here he's got a new classical album. And let's say hello to Byron Janis. Good morning, sir. How are you? What an honor.
Fine, thank you.
Where are you?
I'm in New York City.
All right. Well, thank you for being on. What an honor. You've been around for a while. You were part of the NBC Symphony Orchestra at the age of 15?
That's right. That was my orchestral debut.
Wow. And where were you playing back in those days?
Where was I? Where did that happen?
Yeah, where did the orchestra play? Was it part of the...
In New York, in Studio 8H at Rockefeller Center.
At Rockefeller Center. And that was part of the reason they built the Radio City Music Hall, right? So that they could have larger audiences?
Yes, that was Radio City, which is a little different. This was in a big studio
right next to it. And so you're still making albums.
Yes,
that's pretty amazing. So tell me about the tour. Are you on tour with the new album?
Well, the album is called Byron Janis Live on Tour because it has on it different pieces that I played in different cities.
Oh, I see.
On the world, you see. You know, Paris, Brussels, et cetera, and then in this country, of course. But and then the different thing about this record, though, is that I've composed a lot of music and composed amongst them are a lot of popular songs, and I thought it would be fun to put that on this recording.
Yeah. Robert was telling me that in addition to what you might consider classical composition, you've also done pieces that we might be familiar with from the radio.
Yes, you might be. No, only some of them I've written from a few shows that I have written, you know. And then, do you know Cy Coleman, the name, who wrote all these musicals? Many Broadway musicals. Right. Well, we did a piece at the end of the record, which is classic jazz, and we called it Class. And it's a lot of fun because it's really sort of...
Do you come alive? When you sit at the piano, do you just come alive? Does the world disappear and you are the complete you?
You said it very well. The world does disappear. Other worlds appear.
Yeah. And I think that happens for listening audiences also. I think as listeners, we are just, we're so jaded in today's world because everybody thinks a computer can do anything. And so we forget that the fingers on that keyboard that we call a piano have hundreds, thousands of hours of practice and experience and just whatever you're doing. And you even work your way through, and I'm getting this from my notes here, you even worked your way through arthritis.
Yes, which I got when I was, in 1973, psoriatic arthritis.
Wow.
It was pretty difficult, and all the doctors said, well, you're not going to play again, but and I didn't listen.
Well, good thing you didn't believe him. I'm glad you didn't believe him.
I'm happy I didn't.
May I ask your age? How old are you?
Pardon me?
How old are you? I apologize if that's in...
I will tell you, 89.
89. Wow. Well, so you were around before music was what we know today, and recording was what we know today. Did you enjoy the recording process compared to what you used to do?
No, I tell you what. Yes, recording process for me is much in the studio is not anywhere like playing live, because the audience gives you a special kind of feeling, you know? You go together with them, whereas a red light, which goes on in the studio and says, you can start now, doesn't give you much inspiration. So it's much harder.
One of the compositions that you have written is very special to your heart. It's called David's Star.
Yes. Well, that's special for a few reasons. It's an anthem, actually. And my son, Stefan, wrote the words to it. And I dedicated this album to him because tragically he passed away last February.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Well, and so I dedicated the album to him, and he knew this song was going to be on my next recording.
Wow. It says here,
about that.
Byron, it says here that you've performed for 4 sitting presidents at the White House. Is that, what is that experience like?
Well, you know, each one of them is different. I mean, it was Reagan, Kennedy, Carter, and Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember very well the Reagan one, because it was also Sally Ride, who was our first woman astronaut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And it was the 40th anniversary of my debut, which was why I did that.
Wow.
Why I was asked to do that concert.
Wow.
So it was exciting, yes.
I know it's a very brief interview. I wanted to just thank you for taking the time out of your day to be with us today. The album that will be released later this year is called Live from Leningrad, from what my notes say.
No, that is going to be a surprise. That is not actually correct.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I know it. I know.
Oh my gosh! Well, Byron, thank you for being on. Thank you for being on the air with us today, Byron Janis. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The president tweeting about the fake news media this morning, which he claims is reporting that he's not totally engaged in health care.
Quoting from his Twitter page, he says, "Wrong. I know the subject well and want victory for U.S."
Fox's Blake Berman, this a day after the